Good afternoon and welcome to the fourth lesson, third segment. It's Anuradha Datar. On behalf of SV Union High School and Junior College, I welcome all the 8th standard students to attend my geography class. Stay home, stay safe. Social distancing is a must. Wash your hands, put your mask, and enjoy online teaching. Take out your geography textbook. I'm sure you're having your geography textbook, a ruler, a sharp and attentive mind, and willingness to learn and understand. Let us start with the new segment of the lesson. We have already discussed about why we have to study the ocean floor. Not only the ocean floor, we have to save the water. The water in the ocean is almost 71% on the earth, and out of that, only 1% of the water is formed by the fresh waters by the rivers. We already have discussed about the structure and the facts of the ocean floor. This is what the ocean floor looks like, how we see the mountains, plateaus and plains. Like how the mountains does the erosion, mountains, plateaus and plains are the different forms of erosion and deposition. Even on the seabed, we also found some kind of a deposition on the seabed. Let us start and identify what does it means to us. Uh, we have already discussed there is a large variation into the depth of the ocean and they differ from ocean to ocean. It exists with the large amount of biodiversity in the seas and oceans. It is more than. Let us analyze what is marine deposition, or it is also called as an oozes. We also have studied about it on the land, like how the plains which are being formed even on the in the sorry we can see that in the surface or the oceans also has large amount of deposition. The oozes are nothing but the deposits of the soft mud on the ocean floor. They form in the areas of the sea floor distant enough from land and is slowly but steady deposition of small microorganisms from overlying water is not obscured by the sediment washed from the land, So variety of mineral gets deposited from the land and from the different parts and get deposited uh, on the ocean bed. There is different types of oozes which are being found. Some of them are called as in calcareous ooze or silicous ooze. We found the dissolved minerals which get deposited. We also found a large number of calcium carbonate shells and the skeletons dissolve and do not accumulate. There are the interesting deposits which are being found. About half of the deep sea floor is covered by the oozes. The organism producing the shells drift passively with the ocean current. Except for some of these radio lines and the virtually all plankton organisms make sediments live in the surface water. This is also true for many planktonic or foraminifera because of the symbiotic algae. So there are the different types of oozes which are being formed. Some of them are warm and some of them are cool in the water. Sea floor beneath the cool surface water is in the high latitudes, upwelling areas which are being found, where the location of the cool waters which are being found. These sea float beneath the warm surface, the water even in low latitude, not too deep, is cool currents which are being found. It is very important what type of oozes which are being found on the Earth's surface. Practically, we all put unwanted into the water. It can be nothing wants me, I throw it in the rivers. The river carries it sadly and deposit it to the seas or the ocean. So that ocean organisms create sediments on the ocean floor is also called as an ooze. The skeleton of diatoms, that is the single celled plant-like organism, form the deposits called diatomites. They are mined for use in toothpaste, paint and other chemical products. We are dependent on the oceans for so many things, children, and therefore it is time to protect the ocean because the human population is growing so large in size and irrespective, just dumping everything uh, in the water bodies, and how much that ocean can change into the better finished products. It is our duty not to pollute the water or not to throw the waste, unwanted material, a rare earth material, and dump it in the ocean bodies. The marine beds are the deep parts of the world in respective regions. Hence, the various deposits are found in these parts. These deposits are as follows. They are pebbles, clay, soil, etc. brought by the rivers, glaciers from the continent. It's so important. Many a times the beaches, the different type of color sands which are being found because the material got deposited, they are weathered, and during the sea waves or the tides, they deposit on the coastal areas. The deposition occurs mainly on the continental shelf, that is called marine deposit. It is this pictures which I've got it from your textbook. Marine deposits, marine sediments, and uh, anthropogenic deposits. It's very sad, children. It cannot degradable. It is cannot be degradable. It is you and me who Allah created the waste and dumping in the ocean. So it is high time for all of us to rethink the waste, how to dispose of the waste. Whether can we stop controlling the waste by using more renewable type of energy, or where we cannot create much of the waste, or there are the proper methods with which we can degrade, or we can reuse the material, or we can whichever unwanted material can be processed and dumped. It is very important, this marine deposition and ooze. It is not only carried out by the rivers or the glaciers, which are the fine sediments and got deposited. It carries a large amount of leaves, plant, dead animals, and whatever is thrown by the human being. Other than that, it's very interesting fact. In the deep oceans, we found there are other places wherever the continent, which we found, the volcanic activity is quite frequent. And now lava and ash erupting out of this volcanic eruption is found here. Finally, this is the fine soil particles are deposited on a large scale. Remains of the marine plants and animals are mixed in these deposits, and the mixture is made with the fine particles and lies in the form of fine clay. This is around 30% of the deposits. This is called marine ooze. To understand the form of the marine life in the ocean and the availability of the minerals on the ocean bed, these deposits are very important. Sedimentary rocks, which is very important rock, which leads to the development of sedimentary rock. over the millions of years it turned into the mineral oil, and therefore we see that the large amount of deposits are not yet excavated from the oceans. It's difficult. Other than difficult, it is no more research has been carried out. It is very important. Sedimentary rocks formed due to depositing of the layers below the sediments and the pressure of the seawater transform this material get binded together, changes the form, changes the structure, and the huge sedimentary rocks come into an existence. The third important which I talked to you about, the material, the human induced material is found here on the last scale. This includes sewage, solid waste, radioactive material, waste, chemicals, plastics, etc., which is the unwanted created by the man-made or the human, which is no more useful for him, he finally dump it into the ocean. These waste prove hazardous to the hydrosphere. These materials are extremely harmful to marine life and its environment. Though the polluting components are less, their nuisance value is more. It is such an important thing to change our attitude. To change our attitude means not mine or not yours. It is all of our attitude we have to change, because if we protect the ocean, then only the purer form of water cycle can be developed, or in the form of water cycle, the water will go evaporate and form the clouds, and again it will rain in the better kind of a rain can be received. There is a small example I would like to share. Few years back, it has been so found in the Japan, the people eat large amount of fish. They have developed a disease called Minamata. You know the reason why? The Minamata which was developed because the large amount of fishes, the water which was polluted on the by a mistake, or by a mistake the water which was being added, the mercury was got dissolved in the water. The fish thrives in that mercury water. They were polluted. This mercury, the fishes were consumed by the people, and they developed the disease called Minamata. It is so important. Whatever is deposition can become more useful product by if we segregate and deposit the material. Otherwise, this and the dump which is being shown in the 4.3 figure, it is very difficult for anybody to leave it or to process it. The large number of animals which are uh, dying because they get misleaded by this, the waste which is being dumped in the water. So it is high time to rethink what we are dumping in the ocean is right or wrong. You can be your own judge. I don't think there is anybody who plays important. My wish and my willingness for betterment of our individual life, betterment of the earth, one has to come one step forward to protect the Mother Earth, and very important part, the blue planet in the solar system is our Earth, which is being blessed to have hydrosphere, which has led to the evolution of different types of animals, and then we all are there. So rethink before we put or before we dump anything in the water. There is one more fact which is being talked about. I will just highlight the one principle. There is a Mount Everest, which is the highest peak in the world, whereas Mariana Trench, which is the deepest point found on the earth. These are the two extremes which we have to see. The average of the highest high tides and the lowest low tide is considered as a sea level. The average is taken to be zero, and the altitude or the depth is measured and shown in the positive and negative values. For example, Mount Everest is 8,848 meters high and Mariana Trench is minus 11,034 meters deep. The survey purpose in India, the height of the sea level at Chennai is considered to be zero and the elevation of any place in India is measured with reference to this. So this is what you have to remember: the height of Mount Everest, the deepest part is measured as having the negative values. The Mount Everest, it is still deeper than the Mount Everest. And for your information, the mean sea level which is being measured, the height which is considered at a zero at Chennai. The highest and the lowest part of the on the earth which has been compared, which is very, according to me, very interesting and more informative. There are quite a few other pictures are there. If you get time, definitely you can go through this. And I have completed my fourth lesson with the 4.3 segment. 4.4 segment is on the question answer, which is already published. I want you to refer to the 4.4 segment and the question answers for the same. Thank you, children, for listening to me. If you like my channel, please subscribe my channel and make sure you comment the channel and do watch my channel. Thank you. Here we are completing the lesson number 4. Thank you. We should meet you in the next lesson.